New York City, the city that never sleeps, a place of dreams, ambition, and endless possibilities. Picture this. You're standing on a legendary bridge, the wind rushing past, the heartbeat of the city thumping beneath your feet. You look up, and there it is. The Skyline. A breathtaking masterpiece of glass and steel. But what makes New York's skyline so iconic? Is it the towering skyscrapers? The rich history? Or the awe-inspiring bridges connecting its 5 boroughs? These aren't just buildings. They're symbols of resilience, of innovation, of power. Whether it's your first visit or your 100th, that skyline glowing at night still feels magical. So get ready, because we're about to unlock the secrets of New York's legendary skyline and its world-famous bridges. Brooklyn Bridge, the pioneer of greatness. Before 1883, crossing the East River was a slow, exhausting mission. Then came the Brooklyn Bridge, a revolutionary leap in engineering. It took 14 years to build. Cost $15 million, nearly $500 million in today's money. And it made history as the world's first steel wire suspension bridge. But greatness came at a price. Over 20 workers lost their lives, including its original designer, John Roebling. And yet, the bridge stood strong. During the Great Depression, it became a symbol of hope, a lifeline for the city. And get this, when it first opened, people were afraid it might collapse. So P.T. Barnum marched 21 elephants across it, just to prove it was safe. If it looks familiar, you've probably seen it in I Am Legend, Spider-Man, and countless Hollywood blockbusters. Manhattan Bridge, the underrated marvel. Sure, the Brooklyn Bridge gets all the fame, but the Manhattan Bridge. It's an unsung engineering gem. Completed in 1909, this suspension bridge carries over 85,000 vehicles every single day, making it one of the busiest crossings in the city. And here's the cool part, it was the first bridge ever built using deflection theory. A breakthrough that changed modern bridge design forever. Photographers, take note, want that perfect sunset skyline shot without the crowds. Skip the Brooklyn Bridge. Head to the Manhattan Bridge instead. George Washington Bridge, the cross-borough giant often overlooked, the George Washington Bridge connects Manhattan to New Jersey, and it's one of the busiest bridges in the world. Opened in 1931, it originally had just one deck, but a second deck was added in 1962 to handle growing traffic. It's massive, practical, and a true backbone of the city's infrastructure. Driving across it, you're not just crossing a river. You're witnessing the pulse of America's Northeast Corridor. Verrazzano-Narrows Bridge, the Titan of New York. Now let's talk about the biggest of them all. The largest suspension bridge in the United States, the Verrazzano-Narrows Bridge. Completed in 1964, this colossal structure stretches 4,260 feet, connecting Staten Island to Brooklyn. It was the world's longest suspension bridge until 1981. And here's the wildest part. Its towers are slightly farther apart at the top than at the bottom, because of the curvature of the earth. Yeah, you heard that right. If you've ever run the New York City Marathon, this is where your journey began. And for decades, the bridge's name had a typo. Giovanni da Verrazzano's name was misspelled, missing a Z. It wasn't officially corrected until 2018. New York's skyscrapers, the crown jewels. New York's skyline wouldn't be legendary without its iconic giants. Empire State Building, completed in 1931. An Art Deco masterpiece, built in just 1 year and 45 days. Once the tallest building in the world. One World Trade Center, completed in 2014. Standing 1,776 feet tall, a tribute to the fallen Twin Towers. The tallest building in the Western Hemisphere. Chrysler Building, finished in 1930. A gleaming Art Deco gem, it was the tallest building for just 11 months, before the Empire State Building took the crown. Flatiron Building, built in 1902. One of the first skyscrapers in Manhattan, and a symbol of early architectural boldness. Woolworth Building, known as the Cathedral of Commerce, completed in 1913, and once the tallest building in the world. Hudson Yards and The Edge, new icons of modern architecture, featuring a glass-bottom skydeck soaring 100 floors above Manhattan. And of course, who could forget King Kong's legendary climb up the Empire State Building? Most Instagrammable skyline views looking for that perfect NYC photo. Dumbo, where the Manhattan Bridge frames the Empire State Building like a postcard. Top of the Rock, the only place where you can capture both Central Park and the Empire State Building in one panoramic view. Brooklyn Bridge Park, unbeatable views of downtown Manhattan across the East River. Gantry Plaza State Park, Long Island City's secret skyline spot. Bring your camera and your best angle. New York's skyline at night, a mesmerizing spectacle as the sun sets. New York transforms. The skyline becomes a glowing sea of lights, and the magic begins. The Empire State Building lights up nightly, celebrating special moments and holidays. Top of the Rock at Rockefeller Center gives you breathtaking 360-degree views of the city. Brooklyn Bridge Park and Dumbo, perfect photo spots for that dreamy skyline shot. Picture yourself by the water, the cool breeze on your face, city lights shimmering on the surface. New York at night isn't just a view, it's a feeling. The future of New York's skyline and bridges. This city never stops evolving. Tomorrow's skyline promises to be taller, smarter, and more sustainable. And the bridges, getting upgraded to meet the demands of the future. The Spiral, a futuristic tower reshaping Hudson Yards. 2 Manhattan West, a new giant rising on the west side. Brooklyn Queens Connector BQX, a game-changing light rail system linking the waterfront communities of Brooklyn and Queens. From past to future, New York's skyline is a living, breathing masterpiece. Always evolving. Forever iconic. Your New York experience. Tell us. New York's bridges and skyline are more than landmarks. They're the soul of the city. So here's a question for you. If you had just one night in New York, where would you spend it? Crossing a bridge, standing atop a skyscraper, or gazing at the skyline from the waterfront? Tell us in the comments. And if you've ever walked these bridges or seen that skyline in person, what was your most unforgettable New York moment? Like this video. Subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell icon so you never miss our next deep dive. This was City Unlocked 360, where we uncover the world, one city at a time. See you in the next one.